Hi everyone, it's Doreen, and I'm back today with my take on the Purse mini album that Kathy from Paper Phenomenon did a class on a couple of weeks ago. So let me get started and show you my take on her purse. So my mini album has a purse handle just like hers, and I got this purse handle at Joann's. And I used some paper that I picked up at Joann's. It kind of looks like an alligator print type. And I put a brooch in the front and some chain, and then I added a beaded bead that I made on the end with some Swarovski crystals. And then on the other side, I added some charms with some chain. And I put a swirl charm, I have a key charm, and then I have a heart charm that has some beads on the end of the heart charm. And then I cut out this shoe from the Wedding Solutions cartridge. I really love that cartridge, and I specifically love the shoe. And I took and added some glossy accents to make it look kind of shiny. So let me open up the inside and show you what I did. So this is the inside of my mini album, and I got this paper from Joann's as well. Actually, no, I got this paper from Michael's. And Kathy's purse was actually supposed to be like this on the outside, but she ended up cutting it incorrectly, and she's very smart. She just took and used some different paper on the outside and used this paper for the inside. So my plan was to use this on the inside anyway, so that's what I did with mine. So when Kathy did her class, she showed how to make pocket pages. So I also made my pocket pages, and for all the dimensions, if you just go to her Ustream class, you'll get all of the dimensions. She also has a YouTube channel called Paper Phenomenon, and she also has a blog. And when you take her, go to her Ustream classes when they're live, she also chats with you, so we kind of have a ball over there. And I really like going to her channel and taking her classes because she's a lot of fun. So let me show you what I did for my first pocket page. I got this paper that for all of my pocket pages at Walmart, and it was the color box, real inexpensive cardstock, but it's really some nice thick cardstock. And on each of the pocket pages, I also put a strip of black cardstock, and I used my Moroccan punch from EK Success and put that on the bottom. Now what I did different from Kathy is I put eyelets for each one of my pages, because I was concerned about the mini album getting handled a lot, that the pages would split. So I had to cut my tags a little bit smaller than the dimensions she gave for that very reason. And I cut my tags using my Cricut and the George cartridge. So now my first pocket page has a lollipop flower on it, and I learned that technique by watching Arlene on My Butterfly Kisses 12, and also Kathy has done a lollipop flower on one of her mini albums she did for a Ustream class. And I added some feathers and some pearls in the back of my lollipop flower. So let me show you my first tag. This first tag, I rubber stamped this lady and the happy birthday, and that stamp is from the let's see, Glamour Girl from Clear Arts. Oops, I'm out of camera frame. And I stamped it, and then I colored it in with the Yasutoma watercolor paints, and I just colored just certain areas. On the outside of the tag, on the edges, I used the Tim Holtz black soot and the antique linen. So that was the first tag. Okay, let's move on. Okay, my second tag, I cut out this birthday cake from the Sweet Treats cartridge, and what I did before I cut it out was I welded it together using my gypsy, and I took it and ran it through the swirls, cut-a-bug folder, and then took some stickles and colored each one of the swirls. And then on the inside, I rubber stamped "Age is a matter of feelings, not of years," and I stamped a flower. So it's kind of like an interactive page. For the tag itself, I glimmer mist this in old lace, and then I used the Vintage Photo Distress ink from Tim Holtz. And then I added some beaded trim on the end. And on the back of each tag, what I did was I left those blank. I matted them and left them blank for, this is going to be a birthday gift for my mother, so I left it for her to be able to add photos if she wanted. And this paper for the back of each one of the tags is from Die Cuts with a View, and it has, it's called the Black Ivory collection, and this is what the first tag, this is the back of the first tag. So I left all of the backs blank for her to add any photos that she wanted. Okay, now this tag I took and used a rubber stamp frame, and that's from All Night Media. It doesn't have a name. And in the center, I rubber stamped this girl, and it's from the Clear Arts Glam Girls. And I did the same thing. I took and used the Yasutomo watercolor paints and painted the girl, and then I also painted the frame. And then the tag itself, on the edges, I edged it with black soot, and I used the Dazzling Diamond Glimmer Mist to glimmer mist the tag. And then I have this on the back for her to add a photo. And then for the next pocket page, which it looks like this, I took this tag and I made a ribbon flower, and I used the organza ribbon to make the flower. And I actually learned this technique from Arlene, My Butterfly Kisses 12. If you go to her YouTube channel, she shows you how to make this. And then I cut out the shoe from the Wedding Solutions cartridge and added some bling, and then I added some trim on the bottom. And then I took and cut out this scallop flower from the Storybook collection Cricut cartridge, and I took some glue and just dabbed it in certain areas, and then I took some Stampin' Up! Dazzling Diamond glitter and glittered, I don't know if you can see that, I just glittered it because I wanted to make it shiny and have some bling. And then I left the back blank as the other ones for her to add a photo. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video because I've done this video 3 times and I can't get it under 10 minutes. So it's going to be a part 2. I'll be back. Bye.